I'm the third one, and this is his sixth child. Someone said, ooh. Right, couldn't have been me. All right, until the rich put that pressure on you.
You want a strong 7. Let me tell you why. 10, fine as all get out, tat-out, body, looking fine, everything like that, got it going on. Too much maintenance. Too much, because she knows she fine. And you're expendable. She could take you or leave you. A 9, that's a problem too. Because you got enough people telling her she's a 10, so half of them acting that way. And by the way, the ones that ain't acting that way still require more from you than what others might. And so you got to be up on your game. That's problematic.
In the game stuff, there's that ongoing quote floating around. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah, in life, not with, especially if it's like me. Do not shoot your shot, fellas. Listen, when you see a girl, sometimes it's best to just say she's beautiful and keep it moving. Like, you gonna let me just ignore you, or just keep, like, in front of all your friends, you just like, hey, you're beautiful, or I think you fly. Thank you. I'll always say thank you. But now you shooting your shot, and I gotta commend him for his courage, but I'm not the one. I'm really not. Like, do not try to holler at me. Don't. Just give me a compliment. If you think I'm a bad bitch, say that. Like, you fine as hell, girl. Ha ha ha. Thank you. And I keep it moving. But you thinking that I'm finna get my... Y'all got the game wrong.
A few moments later.
I'm the third one, and this is his sixth child. You'll never be. Bitch, you ain't never had. Fuck you, never be. Oh, you better than me. I am. What the hell? And I'm reading this shit. It's so funny because he was clapping back at a couple of people. He was clapping back at a couple of people in the comments too, which was great. I was like, yeah, man, get him. Can't nobody read your font, but yeah, man.
When you see the difference in what a woman was saying, she was simply saying that she believes she's beautiful enough where if she don't already know who you are, you ain't got a shot. If you got to shoot your shot at her, you don't have a shot. She pretty much told everybody, if you're not famous and rich, then don't even shoot your shot because you don't stand a chance. If I don't know who you are, you just don't stand a chance. And I salute her for being honest about it. And listen, bro, there's a lot. So when guys be talking about going cold approach the most beautiful woman, bro, if you ain't got your shit together, you ain't gonna get the most beautiful woman. The most beautiful woman that you see, she comes with a premium. That's just how it is. Because men who have more money than you have wined and dined her just based on that beauty she possesses. So all these guys talking about, man, they out here cold approaching and doing all this, man. If they ain't really getting paper, you are not getting those drop dead gorgeous women if you ain't got no paper. It don't even matter, man. You could be in shape, you can be tall, you could be all of that. But if you ain't getting no paper, the most beautiful upper echelon women, you are not getting them because they're sack chasers.
I don't want you ugly, but you don't have to look like Halle Berry or Beyonce either. You understand? Strong 7. Strong 7. Now I'm going to deviate from this particular subject to bring up what a strong 7 is, because there's not a man alive that's going to disagree with what I'm about to break down. So I want the ladies to listen, because I'm trying to be here for you. I'm just trying to be here for you, okay? I'm just trying to be here for you. I want the ladies to listen. I want the ladies to listen, but all the men, there's no man alive that would disagree with what I'm about to say. You want a strong 7. Let me tell you why. 10, fine as all get out, tat-out, body, looking fine, everything like that, got it going on. Too much maintenance. Too much, because she knows she fine. And you're expendable. She could take you or leave you. A 9, that's a problem too. Because you got enough people telling her she's a 10, so half of them acting that way. And by the way, the ones that ain't acting that way still require more from you than what others might. And so you got to be up on your game. That's problematic. 8, that's ideal because that's really, really good looking. She got it going on. But at the same time, there's a level of independence that comes with it, which is never a bad thing until she's so independent that she's making you feel like you need to be more dependent on her than she needs to be on you. So there's too many opportunities and too much time that's wasting away where you're not feeling like that dude. You're feeling like a dude, not that dude. Here's where the strong 7 comes in. Looks wise, she can compete with an 8. But her mentality is not that of an 8.
That's real, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. There is nothing better than an adjustable 7, because an adjustable 7 cleans up to an 8 with so much ease, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the 8 is better than the 10 because the 8 is closer to her natural beauty, even when she cleans up. The 10, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's rare that you find a natural 10. You can find a natural 8, but it's rare that you find a natural 10. You can find a natural 7 who cleans up to an 8 easy, but it is rare that you find a natural 10. A lot of times you think you got a 10 and you realize, man, that you're really kind of like an 8.5, which once you get to 8, then I mean, it really don't matter because true dimes are so rare. True dimes are so rare, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, brothers. True dimes are rare. You know, you got to be at some corner of the globe, or you got to be at some upper echelon of access in order to get into contact with a true dime. But a upgradable 7, what he's calling a strong 7, an upgradable 7 who cleans up to an 8 is phenomenal because you get the best of both worlds. You get the absolute. You get a drop dead gorgeous woman who still is humble enough to not live life like she's perfect.
So she's more appreciative of you wanting her. As a result, she shows an elevated appreciation for you wanting her. Therefore, she treats you like she wants you. And as a result, y'all have more of a good time together. Fellas, am I lying? Fellas, am I lying? Everybody know I'm telling the truth. Everybody know I'm telling the truth. This is what it is. Strong 7. Now that don't mean she ain't an 8, but strong 7. That's somebody who is an 8, but don't act like one.
Listen, brothers, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know. I don't really know what Steve A. Smith what his women look like and then like that, man. But I'm be honest with you, man. That is the prototypical woman, man. That is what you want. I mean, you want a woman who's so attractive, man, that I mean, you really you got to keep your hands off of her. You can't be all over because then you're gonna turn into like a little groupie joker. But you don't want to keep your hands off of her. She got to be a woman, man, that you just love to look at. You understand what I'm saying? But she's got to be so humble that she smiles and giggles when she realizes you're looking at her sometime. You know what I'm saying? Like a humble 8, you're not gonna find a humble dime. That's the problem. A woman who's a true dime, she's not gonna be humble. She doesn't have to. A woman that's a true dime is absolutely one of the most beautiful creatures in the world, and she knows it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a woman, man, you put beside the picture of a tropical bird and be like, damn, they're both very beautiful. So, but you're rarely going to find that woman. Someone just asked, is there a celebrity 10 out there, man? I don't even know one, man. You know what I'm saying? If you like them, if you like them petite, man, and you don't really need a whole lot of curves, man. I think young Holly Berry may have been one. She may have been one, man, but she was just too, she was she wasn't really cut right for me, man. You know what I'm saying? But I think she may have been close to being one for most guys. I don't think there's a celebrity dime though. I can't think of one. Because I think when you look at like who's pretty, there's a certain group of women that's pretty. When you look at who's got a phenomenal body, you look at phenomenal body. Yeah. I think I never really liked Stacey Dash, man. even when she was young. Or what's the other girl? Maya Campbell. To me, Maya Campbell when she was young, man, that's about the closest. That's about the closest I would go to a dime, man. When she was young, she was pretty close, man. She was a good strong 9. I mean, she was good, in my opinion. She was a good strong 9. You know what? Stacey Dash wasn't bad, man. For me, she just wasn't really a dime, man. But me, I would say Stacey Dash was a really strong 8, man, during her time, man. But I say Maya Campbell to me she was a 9. I just can't think of any celebrity dimes though, man. I really can't.
That's what makes her special. Those are the ones that are married. The others, long engagements, quick marriages and divorces, or just perpetual singlehood. Because they spent so much time showing you that you were expendable that you finally looked at them and said, well, that's why I don't want your ass, because I'm expendable. You gonna dump me anyway when it's time. Why waste my time? Did I not break that down? I believe I did.
I think you did a pretty good job there, Stevie. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But for me, he says the eight who it's really the same thing. The 8 who doesn't act like an 8 is pretty much the same thing as the upgradable 7. I prefer the term upgradable 7 because she's an 8. You know, when you're out with her, she's a 8, a solid 8. But she acts like a 7. Like, you know, at home, she's a 7, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you, brothers. I mean, I'm telling you, man, from experience, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got myself one, man. And I'll be honest with you, man. It's a phenomenal thing, man. That's why, I mean, it's a phenomenal thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a good mix, man. It's a good positive mix. And you know, it makes you believe that the whole search for the dime, man, is a physical search. Like when you want that dime, man, you just want to. It's really just a smash thing. That's why dimes don't ever get married, man. Like Stevie just said, man. Like the baddest chicks, man, they're in and out of relationships, man. They may be in some, they may be out of it. If they do have a marriage, man, it's a short-lived marriage, man, maybe 3 to 5 years, man, and then it's over, and then they back out there, man. And then, but those dimes, I'll be honest with you, man. If they keep their body straight, if they keep their weight straight, man, they still be bad even when they be 40, 50 years old, man. You ever seen a 50-year-old woman that was just bad? I'm talking about a 50-year-old woman who was bad, to where you were shocked to find out she was 50, man. Like that woman was a dime when she was younger, man. You know what I'm saying? And still is a dime. You know, dimes are age compartmentalized. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't look at a 50-year-old woman that's beautiful, then compare her to a 25-year-old woman that's beautiful, a 30-year-old woman that's beautiful. Like in her age group, she's a bad chick. She's a dime, man. And so you know, it's what's was one too, man. Tatiana Ali, man. I think she was close to one, man. She was and she had a bad case of no acetol though, man. She had a bad case of acetol. And otherwise, man, I really can't think of any, man, to be honest with you. I really can't. Nah, that's it, man. I can't think of any. I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought Eve was a baddie. I ain't gonna say she was a dime, man, but I thought Eve was a good strong 8.5, man.